So if you want to be a dreamer, dreamers that actually are able to have the systems and processes behind you to get something done, if you're that person, then this is for you.
My life was unplanned and I needed a coach. I needed someone to fill that role with me in a way that maybe my work colleagues and partners weren't, in a way my spouse doesn't, and I needed that other person.
Most of us put up with our imperfect lives because life is imperfect. What had you really crossed the line? Like you said, that's it. I can't
It was
handle anymore.
it was that, I don't know, third or fourth year-end holiday season of just having a backlog of stuff and angst and saying, I'm able to be better than this. There must be a way, and I don't want to do it again.
We worked together for a while now, and while I'm sure there's a lot of things you could say, what do you think, what comes to your mind right now that kind of surprised you?
I'm surprised by how easy this is, at the same time that it is extraordinarily difficult. And the solution is very simple, but boy, it's difficult.
Simple, but not always easy. Because you're right, the structure, before we hit the record button, you started talking about the structure and how it's really working for you. You want to say more about that?
Love to. I've always aspired to do some big things, and I get very lost early on in the map. I don't have all of the pieces lined up for further down the road, and I get distracted and sidetracked. And so many things just don't materialize because I haven't had the habit, habitual structure to really achieve those long-term things.
So now, as we're coming to the end of our time together, what are some concrete examples of things that you have accomplished that you might say, I don't know, without this work, maybe I wouldn't have accomplished it? And what does that mean to you?
First and foremost for me is my health. I've done a lot this year with regards to my health in a variety of different ways, and I took a methodical approach to each of them that has resulted in me just feeling better, being more physically fit, having other health pieces just nailed down. Another one is that I have a daily habit now of forms that tie into bigger picture thinking and contribute to my longer term goals, just to keep those on my radar and make sure that every day I'm at least thinking about them, if not actually doing things. And previously I was very willy-nilly. That wasn't the case.
Awesome. And what does that mean to you in your life?
I talked to you about heading into January, kind of being a little scared because I don't know what to expect. I haven't thought about it. Well, I'm working on that now, and heading into the next month and year doesn't feel quite so scary and untethered because of these anchors that I'm creating for myself.
And there's an investment involved here, right? There's a monetary and time investment. If somebody's watching this and thinking, well, that sounds good, but how can I decide if that's worth it to me?
So look, I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I knew what I hoped I was getting myself into, but I knew what I was hoping to get myself out of, and I was very committed to that. And so from a monetary perspective, I think you get what you pay for. And by committing to a year, we had talked about my concern that I might get halfway through the year and sort of waver, and I sure did, right? I had that rudderless period there for like a month or 6 weeks, but I was in it. And that commitment carried me through a period where I otherwise was feeling sort of rudderless. I feel like I came into this year complaining, and I'm heading into next year sort of dreaming. Does that make sense?
Woo! Nailed it! Right there. That's
Right.
it. I entered into this year complaining. I'm exiting this year and moving into next year dreaming.
Yeah.